That might be a tornado. Might be a tornado. It might be a tornado. I'm serious. I think it's definitely a funnel. Okay. You see that? It was definitely a funnel. I thought I saw a funnel just now, right here. And I'm not so sure we should go north. I mean, that's way embedded. I'm thinking this is the area right in here that we need to watch. Probably got a rotating wall cloud. The storm has gotten stronger, that's for sure. That's a funnel. Well, yeah, it is. See the underneath? Is that debris?
Could be. Oh, it is.
It is.
There's a tornado on the ground.
That was a touchdown. It's Val. We think we just might have had a tornado touchdown. There was a funnel above, and then either debris or scud formed at the ground. I can't tell what it was. We're looking northwest. Right, Gary, we're up here northeast of Lahoma, and what we saw was about 4 miles straight northeast of Lahoma. We've seen 2 and possibly 3 funnels, and one of them, Gary, might have possibly touched down. We saw the funnel extend about halfway to the ground, and then we saw what looked like possibly debris being kicked up on the ground. It was either debris or just scud clouds forming near the ground. We couldn't tell what, but we've definitely had 3 funnels here, Gary, in the past 5 minutes, 4 miles northeast of Lahoma. Dude, you better hang, because this thing looks like it's trying to tornado. Say it again, from where? From Bison? 3 north and 6 west of Hennessy. Okay. Oh, man, this thing's rotating. Man, okay, this thing is rotating. It is just, it's got to do it pretty quick. I mean, it's got to do it. Okay. Yeah, Gary, if you can hear me, the rotation 2 miles west of Highway 60, straight north of Enid, about 2 miles north of Highway 45. And the rotation has really gotten strong again, Gary. I mean, it is just flat cranking up here. We haven't seen anything touch down, but the rotation is incredible. Okay.
Oh boy.
Gary, we got a funnel.
Does he hear you?
Okay.
Is he?
Zoom up just a little. There, that's good. Wow. Wow. Gary? Okay.
Wipers.
Wow. Man, this thing's getting bigger. Whoa. I'm going to window it. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, Gary, it's 2 miles north of the county line. It's exactly where it's at. It's probably a quarter of a mile north of the section line road, and it's about 2 miles north of the county line. And it's a big tornado again, Gary. I can't see, it does not look like it's about to hit any structures or anything like that. I'm gonna guess we're about a half a mile from the actual circulation on the ground, maybe 3/4 of a mile. This thing is big. And it's not getting any smaller. There's a funnel all the way to the ground now, Gary. Funnel condensation all the way to the ground. Have you got our stream? Yeah. Yeah. It's to our northwest, right from where I'm looking, Gary. It's northwest of us, probably between 1/2 and 3/4 of a mile, and it's dissipated now.
Oh, funnel.
Oh, Gary, we got a funnel. Gary, we got a funnel. Gary, can you hear me? Yeah, we just had a brief, quick funnel form, just about a mile straight west of our location, right here. Brief, quick funnel right under the most rapidly rotating part of that wall cloud. If you can see it. It looks like to me it's just trying to put another one down. Oh, there's a big funnel forming right now. I think it's going to tornado again, Gary. Yeah, there's a big funnel. You probably got it on Sky News 9, and if you can see our stream right now, we've got a funnel forming underneath the wall cloud, and it's about halfway to the ground. I cannot even see if there's any debris on the ground at this point, but the funnel's about halfway to the ground, Gary. Gary, I'm going to say the location, if you can see where we're at on... Okay. Gary, got a tornado on the ground, Gary. Gary, can you hear me? We've got a tornado on the ground, a big, multiple vortex tornado on the ground, Gary. Can you hear me?
Still.
Gary, big multiple vortex tornado on the ground.
Can you be still?
Yes. Multiple vortex. It's big, Gary. This is a big circulation. And I see 3 vortices right now rotating on the ground. And it looks like to me it's trying to consolidate and trying to turn into a bigger tornado. But when this thing first touched down, there was 3 separate vortices on the ground. Probably, I'm going to say, probably 400 yards away. Wow. Dude, we got to keep backing up. You can take it. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh my goodness! There's one over there, and there's one. It's a big circulation. Wow!
Oh, there it is again.
What's going on with us?
I don't know, but maybe we should back up.
Let's back up. And there it is right there. Let's back up. Oh, there's debris in the air. Let's go back. We got to turn around. I'm going.
Tornado on the ground now.
Okay, keep. All right, out the window, open the window. Yeah. Large tornado. We're getting, okay. Hey, wipe the screen off. Open the window again.
No.
Just do it. There's one right there. Wipe the camera. Alright, let's go. Yes, Gary, large tornado. You know, this thing is on the ground now. It's big. And it started out as a large multiple vortex tornado. I guarantee you that it was at least a quarter of a mile wide. This thing is on the ground just to our west-southwest, about half a mile, Gary. Looks like it's moving right towards us. Big tornado. I think this one is bigger than any of the others we've seen so far. Big tornado, Gary. This thing means business. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me, Gary? Large tornado on the ground. I was telling you a while ago, this thing means business. I think this is bigger than anything we've seen so far today. It's to our west-southwest. It's on the ground to our west-southwest, and it's coming straight at us. We'll put it that way. Coming straight at us on the ground to the west-southwest. There's a lot of rain wrapped around it, so it might be hard to see it. And, you know, in some parts, it's getting bigger. It is getting bigger. We're having to run. That's why you don't got our screen up right now, but it's pretty much chasing us. Yeah. Okay. I'll get up here. Oh, wow. This thing,
it's right back there.
It's right behind us, Gary. This thing is moving fast. It's moving to the east, I'm thinking. It looks like it's moving east, and it's a big circulation. I tell you what's happening, Gary, is you can't see the tornado. You can see the funnel, but there's also damaging circulation on the ground, even north. Matter of fact, I just saw debris kick up to our northwest. Probably 3/4 of a mile away from where that tornado was. There's a whole string of chasers out here on the run that are just about to get hit by this thing. We're going to turn back around and look at it real quick because it's about a mile back from us now. Now, the visible tornado is starting to dissipate and rope out a little bit, but there is still, and we started getting debris a while ago. Before we started taking off, we started getting tree debris just flying through the air at us. Now this thing is, oh, there's another one on the ground, right there. Oh goodness, we gotta go. We're getting 70-mile-an-hour winds, Gary. 70-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, look at that! We have got a tornado. Oh, look at that! If you can get our stream up, look at that tornado on the ground, right in the field, just right in front of us. We got another one that's on the ground, away from where the other one was, Gary. I know this all sounds confusing because this wall cloud is not your ordinary typical wall cloud. It's got a humongous circulation around it, and we're getting spin-ups all over the place. We're getting big spin-ups all over the place. It was to our west-northwest. It's still on the ground to our west-northwest. Yeah,
there it is again.
We gotta go. There it is right there. Oh, man! Look at that. Let's get it real quick. Let's go. Yeah, it's not safe. We gotta go. This circulation. Wipe off my window. Wipe off my windshield.
Why don't do that? That's on the ground right there.
Gary, tornado's still on the ground. To my west-northwest, 1 mile west-northwest of us, tornado on the ground. No, I am positive. 1 mile west-northwest, if you still have our location. Tornado on the ground. And what it is it's a big area of wrapping rain curtains. And right in the middle of those wrapping rain curtains, every now and then you just get a concentrated funnel.
Oh, big funnel on the ground.
All right, big one on the ground now, Gary. Big one. Let's turn around.
On the ground, right there.
On the ground again, Gary. I want to go the other ways. I want to go back west.
If you want.
Where do we go? Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary. Yeah, Gary, if you can hear me, this thing has just gotten bigger. I mean, at times, well, yeah. From my location, it's northwest of me, probably 1.5 miles northwest. And it's 1.5 miles. It's 1.5 miles northwest, and it's rapidly getting wrapped in rain too at this point. Gary, it looked like just a few minutes ago it was a wedge. I would call it a wedge from the way it looked like.
How you doing, Mr. Castor?
To me, it's wrapped in rain at the moment, Gary. There's a lot of rain that is wrapped around it right now. A lot of rain, and I can't see inside it to see if it's still on the ground, but I would bet you $100 it is. Yes, I am, Gary. We're watching it. The rain has kind of broke away from it a little bit, and we can kind of see in it a little bit better. And Gary, this is a huge rotating wall cloud. At times we see debris being kicked up on the ground beneath it. We don't at the moment see any big well-defined funnel or anything like that, but it's rotating so strongly, and it just looks like there's probably damage being done on the ground beneath that. Every now and then we see dust kicking up. It's a big, humongous circulation, Gary. Yeah, Gary. Hey, Gary. Yeah, it's to my northwest of my location, probably 1.5 miles or so. And what we see here is we see wrapping rain curtains, just tremendously rotating wall cloud. But underneath the wall cloud, we have all these rain curtains that you can see rotating around. But right in the middle, the rain curtains really tighten up, and the rotation is really intense right in the middle. We don't see a funnel to the ground at the moment, but every now and then we see debris being kicked up on the ground. But right where those rain curtains are rotating is probably where there's damage being done, I would assume. Funnel. That was a touchdown. Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground, Gary. We just saw a touchdown. A funnel formed and extended all the way to the ground. Just briefly, a little bit of debris on the ground, but it is lifted again. Things are changing so fast with this thing, Gary. It's on the ground. Yeah, Gary, we're getting tornadoes. It's on the ground, because every now and then I can see what looks like, oh, it's turning multiple vortex again, Gary. I'm seeing a couple of vortices spinning around. It's trying to come down fully on the ground. Oh, there it is. It's on the ground. It's on the ground again, and it's trying to get big. You got our stream up? Boy, this thing it comes down so fast. Oh, it's getting bigger. Oh man, it's getting big now. Wow. Right. Well, Gary, what you're looking at, where you see the biggest concentration of funnel to the ground, is on the right, actually on the right-hand side of the circulation. The circulation is actually bigger than where you see the debris on the ground there. It goes back to the southwest from there. Okay. Yeah, and it's just kicking up debris. And from time to time, the visible funnel comes all the way to the ground, and at times it even looks a little bit like a wedge. And then it lifts, but the whole time, I guarantee it's still on the ground. Yeah, Gary, we talked about the rain breaking a while ago. I think the rain is starting to break enough just to see it again now. And we've got another funnel. It looks like it touched down all the way to the ground just a second ago, and I can't quite tell if it's on the ground now, but if you see kind of on the left side of our shot there, you can kind of see a little bit of an edge to it. That's where it is. And it's about halfway to the ground. Okay, now we can see it a little bit better. You'll be getting that. You can see it a little bit better. It's a funnel about halfway to the ground, and that's kind of on the south edge of the heavier rain core to the north, and so I don't know what's going on in the middle of that rain core. But this is still rotating here to the left. Are we streaming? Gary, we got a tornado on the ground. Right. Yeah, Gary, if you can hear me, the tornado that's near Orlando is definitely the stronger of the two tornadoes. The one back to the west, it looks quite a bit weaker. It's not coming out of so much of a main part of the updraft as the one to Orlando is. The one near Orlando, I mean, it looks, it's a pretty stout-looking tornado. Right now, I don't know if you're probably watching it on Sky News 9, but it has extended all the way to the ground. Sometimes the condensation comes up a little bit, but it's still there, and it's probably doing damage, Gary. It's all the way to the ground.